welcome to a new season of PSGL. We are here at F7 Division, Round 1 at Bahrain Shore. I am your main commentator for this race, and my name is LR Dell, and I'm here with the fill-in reserve as my co-coms, Logan. Welcome, Logan.
Good evening. Hopefully this works, because yesterday I had a lot of problems, and as a result we couldn't stream F10. I am your F10 solo commentator because I don't have anyone with me. Sad, I know. But we're here at Bahrain, but we're not doing the full track. No.
Yeah,
it is the short version. You can see the drivers making their times. Someone's just set a 57.9 spec lap. Well done to him.
Absolutely, but what are your thoughts on this being for the first round of the season, Logan? Like, obviously, just as you commented there, it's not the full Bahrain short, so it's going to come around to just consistency for the drivers when it comes to just laps, and you'll have to be good with dealing with the in general going around the same lap every single time, because you see how quick the laps are. You see how quick the laps are right now, as you've said.
It's a very unique challenge. It's a very unique challenge. I actually get a chance to speak, because you're not doing a full edit, but you know the times can get under a minute here, and okay, this is not the outer circuit they use for the Sakir Grand Prix. This is actually a longer version of it. This is like 100 meters longer than the outer circuit. It's the first three corners, and then there's a cut in to the back straightaway, which they use for the start line for the inner circuit, and then it's the entirety of sector 3.
Yeah, absolutely. But I can tell you, Logan, and the viewers, this track does needs just a little bit of concentration. Like, once you snap out just like once, that's it, your focus is gone, because I was trying my best. Obviously I finished the race in the end, but I made one error and I just felt like I wanted to like stop. Obviously that's not the motivation you expect.
There's been a crash at the last corner. Sorry to interrupt you. Bueno has crashed at the final corner. Is on board with Ace, or Asi, however you say it. LRAce just passed Bueno, who has spun out, and he will not be setting a time.
Yeah,
he will pretty much be starting dead last.
Yeah. Who is that? It's
Marcus Fall. Marcus Fall is the best time right now for 57.944. How's the connection?
Let me check real quick for you while we're in qualifying. I'll check real quick.
Because we were having problems with yesterday, mainly because of the weather. It was very windy and wet where we lived, and caused problems with the stream. Unfortunately, that didn't result in a stream, but hopefully next week we'll have a better stream for you.
Quality is absolutely perfect. The connection sounds fine. You sound fine. I sound fine. Obviously, that's because we're commentators. We've got to sound good for the stream. But yeah, we sound completely fine, there's no errors, so hopefully we won't have what happened in F10. So yeah, we should be pretty much fine.
I think you said that because there were so many other people streaming. I don't think that was actually the problem, because I've done it in other leagues before. They do like 3 streams, race streams per like the same time and night, and I didn't have any problems with that, so I think it was my connection.
Well,
it's usually good.
Yeah, mine's not the best, but obviously some stuff just tends to not work as planned. Obviously, we try our best at PSGL.
Carson coming to the line.
Let's go on board with him.
And he goes 4th, 59.7979. You notice the times are very close, especially the top 5. They're separated by no more than 2/3 of a tenth of a second. 0.4 separates 1st and 5th.
Yeah, it's starting to see, like, this track, there is so much time to find, but it's just, where can these drivers find it? Because each individual driver is going to have one stronger part than the other, so there's a lot of time to be found, especially for the drivers outside the top 5 as well. They're from them near to a couple tenths off, and then you have Carlos, who's 9 tenths off the leader. Obviously there's a lot of time for him to be finding around this track, but I think Vero is on a lap if he has not crossed the line yet. Yeah, he's 30 thousandths up on his lap, because you can do 2 laps around this track, but it wouldn't be the most sensible. But if you feel like you can find much more time on the used tires that you've just done a lap on, then go for it. But he's going through to the very tricky part of the track. Obviously that inside curb can be very lethal if you take it the wrong way. but he has a purple sector 2. But obviously, me and you know this, Logan, that the purple sector 2s have always been a thing with this game, that they always say it's purple when it's really not. But
Yeah.
we'll see what he crosses the line to set. He gets 6th with a 58 flat almost, putting him 6th. Very good lap for him. That edges him much more closer to the top 5. But is anyone else on a lap that you can see? It looks like LR Ace is on a lap. He's 10 thousandths up, so he's wanting to get that maximum time.
XL Hardy, sorry,
Oh.
58. A 57.811. Now that is a tough time to beat.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's locked up out of turn number 4. Just to let you know, turn number 4, do not exceed the track limits there. It's sometimes not register, and if you do that in the game and during the race and you get away with it and you don't give back position, well, if you give back position you won't be penalised, but if you don't give back the position and you go wide at turn 4 making an overtake, you'll probably be penalised with it.
Yeah, absolutely, but this track has brought some hype, because obviously the real F1, obviously it wasn't at Bahrain short, but Bahrain just in general, it almost makes you a little bit more excited, because can we see these drivers do some good scraps in the race? Obviously, it's... What are your thoughts on the overtaking type of terms? Because if you think about it, like, this is my opinion, it almost is just basically straight. It's like you just have turn 1, which is just like a little straight, and then you go into the turn 2, which
I
is
can
then
see
just another
some,
DRS.
those who have the guts, they can try and overtake it 4,
Absolutely.
but it's going to be very difficult, considering...
Marcus, he's got a
go
purple
wide.
set to 1, he's a 10th up. Can he fend even more
10th
time?
up.
Yeah, he's 1-1-1 up on his time, so this will be interesting. He'll need to make sure not to go too wide.
Could be a 57.7 here if he keeps this up.
Let's stick it on. There we go, 1.5 tenths up on his lap, purple set to 2 as well. He cannot mess it up now. Getting ready to enable the DRS. What time is it going to be? Is it going to be a pole position for Marcus? It is!
Yes, it is. But there's 8 minutes to go, long time.
Yeah, the clock is going to be ticking. Obviously, a lot of drivers still in the pit lane, so yeah, absolutely.
Yes, this time goes nowhere.
But can we just look at how close these guys are, though? Like, first and second, they're super close to each other, but you have LR Spec Lap, who's just a 10th off them. So you can just see that the first and second are in a whole different league to the remainder of the drivers. So wherever they found that time is insane on where they found it.
Yeah, 3rd to 7th are very close. They're within a 10th. So reminder, this is a brand new season. Being a new commentator here, I'm not sure what on is like, but I'm going to check the archives.
Yeah, I did.
Of course, last year's being PSGL, last season's champion was Morgan. I think back in last season, F7 was an assist division.
Yeah, now it's none, which I'm pretty actually surprised about, because I didn't actually know that these are the guys that are doing like full no assist. So this is like the quick guys as well, not just saying that they're not.
Correct me if you're wrong, though.
Interesting.
I have a lot of new faces in here I recognise.
Yeah, there's a few people I recognise. I'll say LR Ace, it's on the same team as them. But yeah, the other people I do recognise them. I've heard of Marcus before, and from that time right there, I would have expected them to be there. But there's one driver that's actually retired, and I didn't know if we commented on that yet, Logan. But
Bueno,
JML,
yeah, we talked about Bueno.
Where did he lose it again? Actually,
out of the last corner.
Oh right.
The only driver not to set a time is currently on the lap is Jordy, FRL Jordy, locked out of the final corner.
I recognise that face. Let's see what it's going to be.
You'll go 17th, half a tenth down. Because of how fast this track can be, and you've not got a lot of braking sections, you are going to be seeing the times be very close to much other tracks, especially being a time, a track that you're going to be setting under sub-minute laps on.
Absolutely. But yeah, it looks like XL Hardy is not improving on his lap right now. A little bit of a lock up for the last corner, but He's 36,000 down, so he'll probably be wanting to do another lap to see what he gets. Oh, he actually did improve.
Oh wow!
70,000. See, I was just gonna comment and saying that there was no way to find it, but it was that
No,
last
Carson
corner.
goes top
Oh!
by 6 thousandths.
Ooh, this is getting close. Yeah, the drivers are starting to get into that rhythm. But yeah, that's insane. Who else is getting ready? Looks like
Vapor Soul is
NLR
going to cross
spec
the
lap.
line. Vapor
NLR.
Soul does not improve.
Well, with spec, he improves by almost a tenth, but he stays where he is. B Morgan, he's starting his lap.
B Morgan. So it's Carson, Hardy, and Marcus. Old Wine, Spec Lap, B Morgan, Thick, Panda, Vapor, and Sarami.
Yeah, I was gonna actually ask you that there, Logan. How am I supposed to say P7? Because I almost just said
say Sarami.
Yes, Sarami. Okay. Yeah, because I was almost just realizing that there. I looked at that name and I was like, is that what I see it saying? But yeah, I'll call him Sereni.
Saromi goes 7th. Big low gap here for the top 4. Within 2/3 of a tenth. That's crazy.
Absolutely. But like I did say to you before, Logan, we better get the popcorn out because this is gonna be
This is the longest race. It'll be an hour at least.
Yeah, 100%. So
1
get the coffee.
hour.
Better stick the coffee on in the coffee machine for us. Yeah, I've never done. Well, no, that's actually a lie. I've done 100% around here. I've seen it happen before, but I'll give you a little heads up. I can see this being an absolute banger of a race. People don't think it'll be a good one just because of how continuous it is, but it can provide some good racing standards, to say the least. But it looks like Marcus, he's up on his time. We'll see, can he get pole? Oh, and he does! He's up by a tenth. He got a 57.6. So he's found a 10. They're finding it in that last corner, and I don't know how, because they all look like they're just doing the exact same, doing that little lock-up, and then that's it. They find like a tenth off it. So fair enough to Marcus, snatching up pole. So it's just a ding-dong battle between the top 3 there. Obviously, that's fantastic results for the AlphaTauris, a P1 and 2. So
this will be the last chance for everyone to set a good time. I think all of them chose 4 sets of softs.
Yeah. JML Panda is a 10th up, it says, but I think that was just his finished lap, but he'll probably do another lap to improve much more. LR Ace is 37,000 done on his lap. Is anyone very close to the finish line? We will see. Oh, there's a lot of traffic in the pit lane coming out. It looks like AMS and Panzo and Hardy, so they're all coming out at the exact same time, so that'll be a little bit of traffic. They'll want to slow down a little bit, not get too close to each other.
Big lock up from Panda as we see him come out the limit section.
I don't want to comment too early because I feel like one of these drivers have got what it takes to just snatch pole position, just like that.
I could be sure. Panda coming across the line and goes 5th, a 57.801.
Wow.
Next should be Missile, who's crossing the line and he's well behind. Minute 1:087. It is currently in all AlphaTauri front row. As B Morgan's about to start his lap, and so is XL Hardy, his last chance to snatch pole back.
Yeah, we'll go on board with XL Hardy's full laps to see if he is the highest one. We'll see if he can pull anything out of the bag. But it'll be very interesting to say the least. But a little bit of a lock up there onto turn 2. We'll see how it is. He's half a tenth up on his lap, so already it's looking like an absolute very good lap from him. He wants to make sure not to do it, but that's LRAC. He's retired from the session as he's not got enough time to get out.
See a lot of drivers slowing down at the end of the back straight there, trying to let the others through. That's what we call a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah.
And I think one of the Williamses went wide as well. Panda is also think he's done enough.
Here we go. XL Hardy on to the straight. 76,000 up. Can he get pole? And he does a
Whoa!
57.6.
10,000. 100 up.
Now
But
we've
can
got
that be beaten? There's still others across the line.
SKGR Old Wine. He is a 10th up, almost 1.5 tenths up. Onto sector 2 down. Onto the long sweeping right-hander. Can he get the pole position in the Williams car?
Don't want to go wide here.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
barely.
close. That was very, very close.
Someone stopped on the side of the track. Oh, it's spun, I think.
Yeah, I think that might have been a little bit of a... Oh, it looks
Old
like a
Wine
Renault.
coming out of the final corner. Will he age like fine wine? Let's see if he crosses the line. No, he
Oh,
cannot
lost a
improve.
little bit.
What is going on here?
What's up? Wait.
Oh,
what?
right, no, that's
Oh.
just them. That's just them done their lap, I think.
Oh, right, okay. So we've got both of the Alpha Tauris on their lap, I think.
What's going on?
Yeah,
Actually,
you see that
wait.
with Carson?
Yeah, Carson got held up by Vapor Soul.
Oh,
What is going on?
All the AIs of the checkered flags do
The
laps
AIs,
all the time.
that they should fix that. They should make them ghosted after they've
Yeah.
crossed the line. And Carson is not very happy.
Yeah, that's absolutely ruined. He's still got traffic. He's got Vapor right there on the right hand side of him. So yeah, all the
Something will be
drivers-
done about this. Maybe
Yeah.
a manual cooldown.
Look at them on turn 1. They're all just chilling there while he's just crossing the line.
Well, everyone has set their laps, but there will be an investigation by PSGL.
Oh, there's. If we could see
Everyone's
this
done
close
their
up,
lap though, so
yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, the pole position lap is set by XL Hardy with a 57.6, only just tearing into the pole position, and he beat Marcus. So some people could say that the AlphaTauris kind of got robbed there, because well, it was their last lap as well, and a few of the AI cars just being AIs just kind of ruined their setup laps there. They could have gave each. I know you can't slipstream, so yeah, just to see unfortunately that they did not get to put their laps in. But
yeah, that was weird. Here's your top results. It's Hardy, Marcus, and Carson, with Old Lane and Panda behind. Very, very minimalistic fractions of times here. It's a fractions game here, and actually, apart from Bueno, no one was at least 3/4 of a second behind the top time. So you know this is going to be competitive.
absolutely, but
It's like
the race that's gonna be
AI
the biggest
110.
challenge. Yeah.
Yes.
The race will be the one thing that these drivers are more. Well, the strategy, I think it's just a soft medium, and then well, the strategy kind of went out the window in a couple of the tiers last night. F10 and F9 both had safety cars on lap 1. Same with F12, they had a safety car on lap 1 and they stuck on the hards, I'm pretty sure, and then later into the race they did soft. So if a safety car does happen, which I don't want, because obviously we don't want anyone to just retire off the first lap of the race, but safety cars can.
This is what
tend to
happened in
spice
the
it up.
real race.
Yeah.
But don't say who it is, because he does not exist in terms of our universes.
Yes, this is the F1 universe. We do not link it.
19 drivers, and they're all pretty cool,
Yeah.
I think.
So yeah, it is going to be a mediums. I'm pretty sure. I think it is just a genuine soft medium. But obviously, if I don't sound the most like, what is it?
Enthusiastic.
Yeah, enthusiastic is because this race is almost just like a learning for me, because obviously this is my first time in PSGL F7, so there's a few familiar faces that I remember in the F1 community, and there's a few that I'm going to have to watch closely throughout the season to then start to gradually pick up on what they're going to do. Like, is this guy going to send it here? Is he going to be more of a defensive guy?
Don't worry, buddy. My first. It was supposed to be my first race yesterday, but unfortunately, obviously, the stream didn't want to work. You see the times. 4 drivers. I see. Tiramisu, Salmon Pike, and Bueno are all going for medium tires, and that's going to be interesting.
Absolutely.
But remember, the dynamics are different. Being it's a shorter version, you're not going to have the tires shred as much.
Yeah. Because I
See
put
there
onto
during
the
the commission.
I put onto the hard tires on lap 8, and there were like 78 tire wear near the end. Like,
Yikes.
but no, I think the normal pit one was like 33 or something like that. When you're on the mediums, I'm pretty sure it's 33, then it's a soft. I think that's what it is for the mediums, if I'm pretty sure. But hopefully, it'll give us the predict stop strategy for the normal guys and the alternate strategy drivers as well. But
I'm told it's often wrong.
yeah, sometimes they say pit like lap
I
8, you
mean,
can't
I
masticate
remember
this.
watching Jarno Opmeer last night in his league, and well, it was the full course, but he went soft hard when the game wanted him to do a free stop, so it was crazy, and
Yeah.
he managed to make. And his opponent, his teammate, had a puncture, which at the final corner, so he won by
Yeah.
like 1.5 seconds. But he,
Oh, two
yeah, it's
drivers just
very
got
weird.
disqualified there near the end. That's
The
VER
squad,
OV1
but
and
really they're sent to the
Anderson.
back for being naughty boys.
Yeah, but hopefully the game doesn't do this again, as I've seen in other countless streams. It just gives worse camera angles. Like right now, it's just showing the crowd more than the bleeding lights. So hopefully, get a better camera
I
angle.
shift through and try and find the
Just gotta find
most
who
suitable
it is.
camera angle.
All right, here we go.
Right, let's. We do get a start up. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Watch the lights,
All right, here we
fellas.
go. So 3, 4, 5 shiny red lights. And away we go to kick off the season for F7. Looks like a good start from XL Hardy. Getting almost overtaken by Marcus right off the start,
Marcus
but there
is
looks like a
ahead.
battle. Oh, there's a little battle for the McLaren diving down the inside. Who is that? Oh, and there's a JML Panda runs into the side of SML Carson. So there's already a just scrap between there, a 2v2
Oh,
between the.
the racing point spun. It's Salmon Pike has spun.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's just happened. As Marcus leads him away.
So an absolute flyer of a start for Marcus. I just got him right off the line, so Hardy's not going to be too pleased with that, but got 56 laps to go, so he shouldn't really be too worried. He might as well just stay in the DRS. That's what's good about this track. You get us outside the DRS, you are toast, but there's always time for a comeback. But oh, and there's a yellow flag that looks like drivers went off. That's Jax.
Oh my goodness! It's
Oh, there's a
Vapor and
freeway.
Vero who went off, and Vapor's lost his wing as well.
But here we go, Hardy looking like for the left-hand side of Marcus. Is he going to get the move done? Easy peasy for the Alfa Romeo driver, but it looks like his teammate. Where is his
Morgan,
teammate actually?
AMS, and Obi-Chuan have pitted, and I'm sure Salmon Pike might do, and Vero, and Marcus going side by side with XL Hardy now. XL Hardy, hang on, that's actually.
The ghosting for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, it says that Carson is
Oh, it's
ahead,
the
but he's
glitch.
actually in
Oh, it's the-
fourth.
oh, it's
Yeah,
the glitch. I should've
he's
noticed
actually in
that.
fourth. As Old Wine's getting into the battle now.
Lockups. But what's it looking like in the mid pack there? There's a little bit of stuff brewing up between LR Ace and a bunch of other drivers behind. I'm not too sure, but 3 of the drivers actually spun all in sync. I kind of missed it. It might have been a little misjudgment between the braking points between each driver.
Yeah,
but
it was Vero and I believe Vapor. Vapor is in the pits for hard tyres now. And a big lock up from Marcus as they come out the final corners once again.
absolutely, but
Don't think the gaps are accurate. DRS is enabled. This is where the game's going to change.
here we go. Oh, that looks like NLR getting past the.
Oh, he's making a
driver.
move! Marcus is through! Marcus through into the lead once again.
Oh, he's got to give him the space. He's got to give him the space there. He was almost just edging towards it there onto the gravel track, but he gave him the space just near enough.
So Wayne made a bit of a mess up there.
Pan
Don't want
on
to do
stick.
that as the top 6 are getting close now. As you see, they're taking as much of the track limits as they can. They're extending the track limits as much as they can. Remember, they can't have all 4 wheels, but you can have 2, but you can't have all 4 wheels off. That'll be a warning, and if you get 3 warnings, that's a penalty.
We're
3
starting to
second
notice that
one.
he's picking up a gap. Marcus is 7 times. He's starting to get more of a little bit of a push. I would turn on the telemetry, but in my opinion, it's normally like a little bit of an unfair advantage towards the drivers. Obviously,
But behind him, it's going to be one hell of a battle because the DRS is now on.
Absolutely, but it's an unfortunate start for Vapor Soul. He's he's just coming on to turn 2 now, and the drivers are now on to turn 1, so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to try get himself almost unlapped from that little error, but I'm not too sure if anyone's going to... Well, like you did say, Logan, it's all going to come down to just who's got the guts to go for the move, but...
Fick is trying to overtake Panda.
And he has the guts.
Fick Boy is trying to take Panda.
Side by side. Is he going to get it? Is GMO Panda going to go for the switchback? No, he's not.
And Fick does not make an ass of himself, and I'm allowed to say that because it is the name of a donkey. Yeah, it's clean. I've checked with Susie Dent in Dictionary Corner.
Very good.
Hey, I got a 9 in Countdown today, so I feel happy already. As we see Hardy getting close to Marcus now.
Yeah, that should be close, but is he going to go for it? Looks for it.
He is!
And he defends the outside line!
Marcus takes the defense and he touches him! That's going to be reviewed for sure! Now, I know he was trying to defend, he took one line of defense, but that bump might mean something.
Yeah, he did it when he was
his move was legal, but that bump might not be. It might be a bit of intimidation and might be looked at. Oldwine is now says, "Oh, this is good. I'm going to try and get in the battle now."
Yeah, it's going to help him. He's starting to notice that he should do the patient game. Just stay back, let Marcus and Hardy battle this out, and then hope that they can get into a little bit of a tussle, and then one of them either goes off.
Lock up from XL Hardy.
Yeah, you can see that Hardy's gotten a little bit scared, obviously, due to that, because you could have said he almost
Further back, we have Panos changing Saromi for 8. He's going to wait until the next turn Saromi locks up.
What of Hardy again? Well, it looks like Oldwine's got the good straight line speed. Is he going to be able to go for it in time? He's too far back. Late break in there from Hardy there, but what about the other drivers? Any other driver? And there's a yellow flag!
And there's a yellow flag, Vapor is off.
Oh, and Vapor's lost it. Panos gets a free second time for that
Panos
already.
Gets a penalty for going wide.
But I can see that when the strategies come into play, it's going to be a different ball game for these drivers. It's going to start pushing a lot more. Obviously, like you said, the rubber isn't going to be getting shredded too much on this track, but...
And Vapor receives the unwanted distinction of being the first driver lapped by the field.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate to see, I must say. But nothing too major for the first 5 laps. Obviously, the other division that I saw, it didn't go too well for their thing, but pretty clean start for the drivers. A little bit of a battle already spicing up between the top 6. But opinions on the start, though, Logan, just throughout the first 5 laps. With a move there. Who is that? That's Saromi.
Saromi making a move on spec lap now into 7th. And Jordy makes a move on his teammate, Ace.
Nice. So yeah, that's a little bit...
There was an Ace move!
Oh, you've got to stop with these little...
Oh, we've lost Vapor. He's retired in the pit lane.
Oh, name
Just to let you know. So...
An Ace move, I love that.
He an Ace out of the hat. Oh, that's a rabbit.
Taking the ace.
Spec lap trying to get the 7th position back. He says, no, you're not taking my 7th. I want it back.
I will grade his overtake as an A. A for ace of a move.
A+.
A+, yeah, A+.
No, A star. A star. I don't think we get A star in Scotland. Because Scotland's weird. Yeah, we said it ourselves. You can't sue us. Someone's joined.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not too sure. I hadn't.
Well, he can't really join considering that. Wait, is this an open lobby? No,
well, just to tell you, Cola Killer. Well, you've missed the race if you're a driver. You've missed the race. But
the AMS has spun off, and there's a battle going behind for 13th between Bueno, who started last ever crashing qualifying, and Salmon Pike, who he brings Bueno off the track. It might be looked, and Vero's now getting into the break. It's going to be a
free wide. Is it?
It is a free wide.
It is a free in a bed moment right here between these two drivers, but the Ferrari
gets it done. Oh my god.
And he gets it done.
Keep it clean, buddy. There's kids watching this, perhaps. It's a family show.
Free Buenos. There you go.
Free amigos.
Free amigos. Oh, and that's...
And AMS has retired in the pits.
Yeah, he's unfortunately lapped, but... just have noticed that
Not a good
Tunthank's
start
done
of
an
the season for
absolute
him.
blast of a start. Obviously spinning on the first lap, starting P20, and now he's actually done some good
Hey,
overtakes.
Marcus making a move! XL Hardy is in the lead! He's made a move on Marcus at the first corner.
Wait, does he have to give it back though? It was on a yellow flag. Wait, no, okay. They got
No,
past
no,
the yellow
no,
flag.
that's a glitch. It's in the pit
Marcus
lane.
has got it done now. Marcus went for the switchback
Marcus is
on.
through, and now Old Wine is threatening to take Hardy's second place away from him. Maybe not this one, but the next. Oh, Marcus goes wide. That's not good, and he gets a little unsteady through the twisty section. I don't think it has a name, and this puts XL Hardy back in the game.
Absolutely. The DRS is crucial. You want to stay in that for the remainder of just...
I don't know why they
longest
don't have a
time.
DRS on straight here. I mean, there could be
Yeah.
an easy... It's easy to have a fourth DRS on.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
big lock
pushing
up
him
from the
there.
pair.
Oh, he's
Hardy almost loses it. And he's going to lose... The only thing he's going to lose is second place in a lot of time. Maybe more. Carson's now looking at... Oh, big mistake, buddy. And Old White's going to challenge for the lead.
Down the
Old White
inside.
challenges for the lead. He goes inside, big touch. Racing incident, in my opinion.
On
They
the
all
outside.
took two lines of action, and now Hardy's going to take advantage. Old Wine in the lead.
Oh, and there's another one.
Marcus is... Oh, wait. XL Hardy making a great recovery there after almost spinning out of contention. Keeps it together. It's a freeway battle for the lead between three different teams. And oh my goodness, I think Old Wine cut Hardy off. He went into him at the edge of the entry to the corner.
Oh, he's
and
going
Marcus
wide
is
as
back
well.
in the lead now. This is getting really competitive.
Oh, and Carson
a lockup from all the
absolutely
drivers. Hardy's now
lunged it.
down to fourth.
Absolutely
Yeah.
lunged it there. Superb move from
He
Carson
absolutely did. And now Thick-Ass Boy. Yes, I know we have to say that name. We'll just
Yeah,
call
you
him...
have to- Wait,
Yeah.
Hardy has damage on the left side
Hardy
plate.
is damaged. Yeah, Hardy is damaged, but he's going to keep going.
Yeah,
Brave
that would be too
move.
careful.
Will it pull off? Will he pull it off?
Oh, he's
Old
gonna
Wine
lose it.
now, challenging for the lead. Takes the inside, and in he goes. Now, where is spots from Marcus? He loses it into turn 2.
Carson
And
goes for
now
it.
all the other cars are ganging up on him. And Thick-Ass Boy goes around the outside, and he's went too wide. He's actually infringed the rules. It's a penalty.
And Hardy's went for it. Back on the switchback on him. But Fick just has that straight line speed, just advantage against Hardy. But so unfortunate for Hardy. I think he just clipped that inside curve, applied the power too early, and he just lost the rear. But still, though, great recovery for Hardy. But he looks like he's going wide because of that little bit of damage that he's got on the left-hand side. And again, he's getting snaps. That's going to leave him vulnerable to GML Panda when we get onto the DRS straight. But is there anything
Is
else?
it time for him to pit and play it safe?
Because he will lose. He will lose. He,
undercut.
he
No,
will
he's
start to
still
lose
going.
time. He's gonna lose time near the field when they start to catch up. That's in my opinion. I feel like obviously we've just seen how many positions he's just lost after that
Big
damage.
gaps between the top three as XL Hardy is about to be overtaken by Panda.
Oh, and
no,
they're going side by
not
side.
yet.
Panos and Spec.
Panos
Can the
and
Ripple driver
Spec
get it on the
now.
outside line, down the inside? But the Haas driver's going to go for the switchback, but he almost gets blocked there onto going on the exit. But good defense from Panos there. Very tricky part to defend, but he's going to activate the overtake and go for it. But we can see the bright shining light off of NLR Spec lap. Obviously that means that he's got less than... Oh! And who
the
is that?
yellow
That's an
sector
AlphaTauri. That's
turn.
Marcus!
That's Marcus! Marcus has spun off!
Oh, that's
Now, I
not
don't know
good.
what happened there. We missed it. But that is telling him well down, and that's really unfortunate, considering he was on the front row.
Absolutely, but Old Wine's...
Not going well for the front row, as now Panda is threatening to take his fourth. Before the DRS zone.
He's got some insane straight line speed, I must say. Jeez.
And setup's done him well.
And he might get it,
Excel.
but...
Oh, Excel's on the outside. Excel's still challenging, and Panda snaps and loses a bit of time.
Oh,
and Hardy keeps his fourth.
Ferrari driver...
He's
He's run. No, I thought he was getting round there, the Ferrari driver, but
so
has he got past?
Romy, I think he got pushed. Panda did. Not sure. I was looking at it from the onboard view.
Oh, Panos getting past Spec yet again, but is Spec going to go for the switchback? Yes, he does.
He went
Down
too
the inside,
wide.
gets a little bit of snap, but now this is where the
Oh, you
trust
don't want
comes
to go
into the
side by
drivers.
side here.
Yeah, that's good. Good.
Oh, he's hit him. He's hit him and again.
Yeah, but
Gotta be
that place
careful, he's
is
gonna lose his wing.
impossible for side by side unless you have good trust in another driver that you're racing against through there. Because if you give that driver just too much of a tight line, he's gonna have to take that tight curb, and it's just gonna lose the rear. But Old Wine's
As we
having an
move on
absolute
to lap
blast.
14.
1.3 seconds. So he's actually pulled himself out of the DRS. So Carson is gonna be the most vulnerable here for the rest of the race unless he can catch up to 2 more times.
Panos D still battling with Speclip. Speclip?
Yeah. I just call him Spec.
Speclip?
I just call him Spec.
Don't you dare call him what I think you're gonna call him.
Oh no, I'm not.
Oh, he's making a move, Panos! Very good move! Brave one, to be fair.
Absolutely
I know
scares me
Speclip's
when you
not
see
done
them
it
fling
yet.
it to the... Don't go around the outside.
He doesn't, he plays it safe.
Yeah, that
Panos
honestly
now
scares
into
me there.
7th.
So who's the closest
Now
gap?
the two Renaults are still battling, Jordy and Ace. Will Ace become the ace in the pack with a move on 9th place, Jordy? I need to stop the puns before I get kicked off here. Yeah. Oh, Vero is also waiting in the wings.
Oh, Panos and
and
Spec.
it's an easy pass for Ace.
Panos and Spec
Panos and
having that
Spec also
scrap yet
battling.
again. But looks like Spec got it that time. Without
No
having
love
to
lost
defend
between
too much.
these two.
Bueno going for the move onto the Racing Point driver. Or you could say the pink Mercedes. Depending on whoever wants to say that it is a pink Merc or it isn't pink Merc. Yeah, little Mercedes battled there for P12. But is there any close battling? It's starting to look like each driver is starting to adapt into the race at different stages than the other. Because you can see that from the gaps from each driver is 1.4, 3 times, 4 times, 2.6 from 7th to 6th.
Nextel's still out there with a broken front wing.
I'm not too sure what he's doing. Is he trying to plan on doing a waiting game? But he's got nothing to lose.
Yeah,
'cause you can
Soromi's
see it
getting
right
very
here.
close to him now.
Yeah, he should know that like it might be a side plate damage, but it might be a yellow front wing with a side plate damage. But yeah,
And he
Soromi
gets
just
through
made
for
easy
4th,
work.
Soromi.
Easy work for Soromi. So
XL ain't finished for him yet, though. Or is he? JML Panda is going to be into the battle with Hardy.
see, I'm not too sure.
It's kind of funny, a guy called Hardy has got a broken front wing.
Yeah. Oh, Marcus getting a
Let's hope he
fastest
doesn't
lap.
delete anyone.
Yeah.
Delete. Oh, there's lots of lockups happening here. That's going to be bad for the tyres. Tyres will wear out more.
So there's a good 5-way battle right here, but the other Renault of LR Ace is starting to.
Oh, Hardy nearly
pull a gap.
lost it, and now Panda's going to take advantage of it and takes 5th place.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how hard he's gonna do with this, because he was just fighting for the win, and now he's sitting in P6, getting overtaken each lap after lap. As VR Obi gets a free sig time penalty. So lap 17, a few of the drivers are starting to pick up a few penalties and get a little bit too eager with the extending of the track limits. But Old Wine is having a good little race right now. He's gained 2 tenths from the last lap that we just commented on with 1.5 seconds of a gap. So he can stay patient. He doesn't need to worry about it too much. But he does have SMM Carson right behind him though, so he doesn't want to count him out just yet. We've still got tons more laps to go for these drivers to push out another mode. But Panos getting a penalty. Ace and Spec are going to be pretty happy with that. He's got a penalty already.
Vic is ready for the move on Carson. Carson moves to the side and lets him through. I know what he's going to do. He's going to try and get him next time.
Yeah.
It'll be after these turns. After these messages.
1.7.
I'm kind of surprised that's considered as 2 turns. It feels like 1 to me.
Yeah, I just call it turn 1. I just call it one whole turn. And then I call that one 2.
The one between turn 3 and 4? Yeah, that's why I fixed 1 turn.
Yeah, that's just 1 turn, and then the other one's 2, 3, and then you have the normal ones that are in the full one. But these laps are probably gonna fly, and we're already lap 18. It still feels like lap 3. Because like when you go on board with them, you see them on the really long right-hander, but then you're like, oh, we're
It
finished the lap
feels
already.
like 8 turns. It feels like 8 turns, not 11.
Yeah. And from how quick they do the lap as well, like lap 18 already. You complete this lap well quick. Let's turn on the fastest lap, see who the quickest was. For 101.0, so that was by Marcus actually.
Can't really see it because it's in purple as Panos makes a move on spec for the second, seventh place. And he does it, and Ace is right behind him, and so is Vero and Salmon Pike, who spun off at the start, and actually Salmon Pike's in a battle with Jordy.
Oh, got a good exit there, better than Jordy there, starting to peel off already, and he got the DRS as well. Absolutely perfect there for him.
So far, the only people other than the first lap to pit is Marcus, who had damage in lap
panels
14.
And Spec loses the
They're
rear
not.
there.
They're
he
not
was close.
battling. Are you kidding me?
He was close to it there. Spec was very, very close to looking like he was just going to absolutely lunge it before, but because that is actually what Hardy did before. He lunged it down there and he actually made it stick. So that's what Spec tried, but he was way too far back and he stepped out the rear when he did it. But that is the first guy to pit
in the
right
pits,
now.
and it's an undercut.
Sticking on the medium. So yeah, pretty big undercut. That's an undercut of 10 to 5 laps, and that's the other
No, I
driver.
didn't see the strategies for this, but if they make it to the end, then good luck to them.
Yeah, Vero.
They're a third of the way through the race. GML and Vero are the first to pit. This is an undercut.
Yes.
How will the rest respond? That's the question. As
Absolutely.
Ace makes a move on Spake Lap, and he's getting quite close to Panos. He's going to move to Panos as well.
Oh my.
Not quite.
Close. Very close.
Make a
Them
move there.
softs just come into play though, much more better than the mediums. But
Salmon
he is
Pike
actually
now
highest.
challenging Spec.
But Ace is in the best position for the mediums because he can do the alternate strategies, do his softs. But he's holding these tires in pretty well.
As we see, Saromi and Old Wine have pitted, as well as Hardy, who actually, is he going to change his wing? That's going to be the burning question.
Oh, and Spec! 5 seconds.
Spec's sped in the pit lane, and he'll have to serve that on his next stop, or he will have it added to the end of his race.
Oh, sorry
and
cut
Hardy
in,
is changing his wing. He's going to be playing it safe.
Old Wine has stuck on the hard tires, but the other driver's stuck on the medium, so I think he's
maybe he wants to play
game.
it safe just in case he possibly gets a puncture in the mediums there. I'm not sure what the strategies are, but
yeah, I think it was just a guessing game with the race that I did. It was just a guessing game, same with the others, but that looks like SMM and Carson just absolutely lunged it there on Fick there, doing what Hardy did.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. We have a new leader, albeit provisionally, as Ace, Pike, and Panos yet to pit are battling. Ace and Pike on the mediums.
Yes, we have 9 drivers who have
20 laps old. Is that... Oh, big lockup. They're getting very old now, the softs are.
Yeah, we'll see if he starts to stick on the softs, but Carson stays out. I think he's trying to extend it, but yeah,
Fick and Jordy pits.
Fick is sticking on the mediums, but it looks like Jax and Carlos are having a nice little bit of a scrap down to turn 1, but it looks like Jax is going to get the better straight line speed and momentum on them mediums to get the move done for P6. Oh, another scrap. Ferrari versus Mercedes. It's one battle that you love to see on the track.
Fick just left the pits and joined them.
Oh,
and Obi-Twan has got a penalty. Albeit he is he's in last of the current runners.
But yeah, we've still got a few laps to go, but we've got 7 drivers who have not
35 laps. 36 actually.
It almost feels like it's going to take a decade, but
Carson's pitted.
Hards or mediums? Let's take a guess. Mediums.
I see mediums. Yes, it's mediums.
I was off there for a second there. I was going to say.
No.
But, yeah, the mediums. They'll be they can go much more longer than the
So the 4 medium runners who selected mediums from the start are in, and we have lost
Obi.
It's Obi-Chuan who is starting to struggle.
Wide there. He went surprisingly wide there, like, really wide.
And 1 minute .837, the fastest lap from XL Hardy. There's a battle between Ace and Salmon Pike for the leader of the medium runners.
So I've got a question for you, Logan. When did these guys pit the mediums? Because well, we've seen that the softs guys start to die after lap 20 to 21.
We'll have to make sure, and Obi-Chuan's retired in the pits.
But the mediums,
that will be no more action from him today. As we see Ace a bit struggling.
So when can they pit though? It says the strategy right there.
I wonder if anyone here is streaming.
Oh, it says it right here. Pit window open for P1 and 2. It says lap 25 to 24 onto the soft. So this is their pit window because the game does provide. Yeah, the game does tend to provide an accurate result, and it has done it there. But
it could do hards. Can you do hards?
I did hards.
I'm sure the hards get the end for Old Wine. Old Wine's went in the hards.
It did feel like a much more slower strategy. It was much slower because me and a bunch of other people.
And whoa, what is going on? Obi-Chuan, why is I know he's retiring because he is retiring, but I think he got in the way of Saromi and Fick, and that's not really done them any favors.
Yeah, the AIs, whenever you return them to the pits, they just come back up the pit lane.
They should have them in the pits.
Like a return to pit lane thing, and then you can retire. So you have an option.
In my opinion, if you retire from the race wherever you are, you're ghosted, and then you go to the pits, and they were having a pit animation where they throw you back in, like in qualifying.
Exactly. But yeah, the game
isn't
that creative.
It's Codemasters.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
So the rando that was in the session has just left.
Yeah, I'm interested to ask who that was earlier.
Stalker. It was a stalker.
Yeah. Guy wanted to tune in and join a free man commentator with me and you. Seemed like there.
Yeah, no, you'd have to join the party, buddy.
But he's not joining a free.
And you wouldn't hear us because the party chat overrules the game.
Just starts talking in the game chat, having his own commentary. He's absolutely loving this race as well. But
I'm not sure
gaps. The gaps are well, it's either this lap they pit or it's the next lap for the mediums. But we'll see what Sandpike does as he's the leading car. So we'll see what he can. We'll see if he stays or he goes. Let's see. Is he gonna pit?
No.
He's staying. What about Ace? Ace is following everything that Sandpike does because obviously he's the leader. So you want to follow the leader everything he does. So if JML, what about Jax? He does it as well. So.
XL Hardy and B Morgan, the two teammates battling, and B Morgan's being passed by Hardy. Now Vero's on his tail. Remember, the mediums are much fresher for the guys who've just pit, Vero and Spec. That's why Hardy got through as they're attempting a move now.
Oh, he's hesitating there.
Big lockup, big lockup.
Oh, that's left him open for Spec.
Oh, he's been hit by Spec, and he's been shoved to the right, which means he's now down into 13th.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but that was probably just a little bit of a little incident between
Still a battle for the leader between the mediums going on between Salmon and Ace.
Absolutely, but it's just a whole Ferrari powered
Good luck, 27!
Well, that's Vero.
As Marcus has now made a move. It's been moved by Vero, actually.
So they're still not pitting.
Marcus on older mediums. I think because the game is not accurate. I know Marcus is doing the two-stop though, soft, medium, I think soft.
Oh, that's fake. Getting a move down on the inside.
Yeah, he's already doing SMS. Soft, medium, soft. Actually, can he do that?
We could do soft, medium, soft. The one-stops are possible, but that you'd have to do medium hards. That's obviously what
I think this is what the guys are going to be doing, medium hard.
Yeah.
Of course you can't do medium because that's against the rules.
Yeah.
You have to use at least 2 different compounds unless it rains, which it will not.
There's like a 1% chance of it ever raining here. But obviously in the game... There's no
Move
such
for
thing as
Tiramisu and
percentage.
Bueno, and Tiramisu gets it done. He up into third. But Ace is getting closer for the lead.
I'll stick on the telemetry just to see who's burning and who's not, just for a little rare occasion so the drivers get to see. So yeah, there's a big ERS difference between Salmon Pike and Ace. Ace is on his 60s, meanwhile Salmon Pike is on his 20s, so yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of a sweep through the grid and just look at the ERS, see who's saving it. Because this is what you want for this track, you want to conserve your ERS, you don't want to burn it too much, because then you're just going to be a sitting duck on the straights, but Carlos has saved a lot, he's almost got
Yeah, look at
100%.
all the buttons on that wheel. It's a very complex machine, isn't it?
Absolutely. On the yellow
Oh,
flag,
Morgan spun off! Morgan is off. He spun off at the curve after the second back straight in sector 2,
they're
and
still
he's
not
dropped
going.
down to 16. Yeah, they are going to go medium hards, I believe. Trying to extend the life. Actually, if the mediums last 35 laps, which I highly doubt, then
They could do softs.
I don't see that happening.
Well, the
I
softs
mean, I
lasted
can be
20.
wrong, and there's a battle between Speclap and Marcus for 11th position,
Oh,
and it looks like Marcus with the outside speed gets it done, but Spec is not done yet. He's going to try and go on the move.
they're both out of ERS, so they'll have to play. They'll have to wait until the next lap and save their ERS to go for it. That's the one big thing about this game, is that if one driver has 5% and the other one does, you're not going to overtake each other. One's got to save and well, you just got to stay calm. But what is Vero on? We'll check his. Vero is on
DRS
20.
for Ace, and he's going to try and move now. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy for Ace, and he's now the ace to beat.
Absolutely.
Salmon Pike now. Getting close again. He'll have the DRS and he slides out of the fourth turn. That ain't good. And he's going to lose ground. He's not going to even have DRS to help him. He is actually losing time.
The more that these two battle, like this, it means that it's better for the other drivers, like P5, 6, 7, and then onwards down below the pack, that are going to start catching
I
up.
think, looking at this, it's going to be soft, medium, soft, and soft
How long do you reckon the pit lane is, just in general time? I'll stick on the gap to the leader so we see. So, from the drivers that are more
I think
of a
20
threat,
seconds.
so they'll come out round about.
Oh, they were teasing a pit stop there, but no, they stay out.
Yeah, Ace was trying
That's
to force
30
Sam into it.
laps of mediums.
What's the
Something
rubber
you would
looking
never
like
see in
on the
other tracks,
tires?
because this is a much shorter track.
Let's go on board with their onboard and their halo and look behind and see what their tires have been like. Well, the rears, you can look on. Oh, that's a retire. That's a safety car.
And lap's out, and it's a safety car. This is going to change the game. Now, this is good for the medium runners, because if they pit now, there's the crash. He crashed just short of the pit lane. Yeah, it's definitely a safety car. So good call by the stewards. Ace, Salmon, Bueno, and Tiramisu. Shouldn't they be pitting? All the others
honestly,
could pit on mediums and go to the end on them, right? Except Old Wine, who's just pitted. I mean,
that's really put.
let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Are they going to pit now?
If they don't, I'll genuinely be surprised because they'll lose.
They'll
more
have to
positions.
put the hards on, though. That's the problem. Yes, they are pitting. No surprise there.
Bueno. Yeah, Bueno is. Yeah.
Oh.
Is. So is
Yep,
Old Wine.
Old Wine's going to go on mediums as well. He thinks, okay, we can go to the end on mediums. The top four looks like they'll be on hards.
Thick won't need
No,
to.
softs! They're going to do...
Oh, I was actually correct.
Oh, of course, because you're not going to get a lot of wear under the safety car.
Exactly, and
They're going to go
softs.
softs. Wow.
Exactly,
They
the
could
safety car's
all
out
go
for 4
softs.
laps. Yeah, the safety car tends to stay out for like a good 3 to 4 laps, so they can keep their temps and tire wear down to a minimum. And then later in the race,
Panda
because, well,
stayed out, which is interesting.
20 laps for the longest driver was 22 laps, and then Take away
32.
free. Take away add
31.
free. Yeah. So the safety car will come in at like lap 34, roundabout halfway through lap 34, I think.
I'm
I'll
not
come
sure
in.
because they got all the cars to bunch up. So the safety car has changed the game significantly. And in fact, it's coming to the advantage of the soft runners because they've pretty much, if the top three pit, they've got a big advantage.
Exactly, and Aces
They
just came out P4. Like,
went
he came out
so
P4.
long on the mediums. I think that's how long it's supposed to go. They have played the safety car into their hands. Well done to them.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm not gonna bring in a jinx, but it'll be really interesting to see how
I
these
don't
top
believe in
three
the
can like deal with the well, the soft guys, because they got a lot of guys on the soft right behind them. So how the top three are gonna do this, I'm really interested.
Let's see if anyone's streaming this.
I don't think they're allowed to stream their
Oh,
races.
of course not! They can! I'm an idiot.
Yeah, because obviously it's in case if someone streams and they have like bad internet. I think it was just a one-off
I know,
for the Japan race.
I used to do that, and then I realised, maybe this is not a good idea. And plus, you're not going to stream 60 minutes of this using the save technique, because this is
Yeah.
longer than that. It is going to be longer than that now because the safety car's out.
The only thing you can
So
do
we're
is
almost bunched
clip
up.
your
Now,
whole
is
race.
the safety car coming in? The lights are still on, so I think that might be... We're not sure.
If
And
these
if it
two,
is, then that's not going to be good for Panda.
if
because
Carlos
he's
and
gonna get
Vero
rotated.
catch up by just like right now, like literally, it just needs to be right now. They need to get to, unless B Morgan is the reason why.
Yeah,
it
B
might
Morgan
stay out.
is still trying to
Is it
catch
stay out?
up. There is going to be another lap of this. I'm not sure it's going to get there in time.
Yeah. So
B
we've got
Morgan
another
pitting,
lap.
though, it makes sense. He's well behind, and he can take advantage of the safety car to pay right off his debts and get back into the fray
He's stuck on the
with
hards.
everyone bunched up. Yeah, I know, he's stuck in the hards. And actually, Panos is in the pits. Now, did he get damage? I know he's very right at the back, which is understandable, and so is Vero. Vero coming in. They're not.
Oh, he's serving a 5.
Oh yeah, I see. Now that's how you pay off your debts. That is a very good strategy from both drivers. B Morgan will, but the problem is, if the safety car stays out another lap, they can catch up. But if it doesn't, then it's not going to be good for them. They're taking a gamble. In my opinion, I find it surprising they're allowed to serve their penalties under the safety car. I think they might change that for the next game. I don't think they did actually.
Oh, Alpha
It's
actually
down
did
to
say
the
it.
regulations.
I never heard the chat. Yeah. What is it? Alpha said, Logan, it's 10 turns. It's soft mediums or medium softs. Yeah, I was gonna say that actually. I did guess it was gonna be, but Carter says it's gonna be hard to overtake.
Medium soft. I'm not used to commentating on this track because, of course, it's a short version.
Yeah, if this is
The safety car is still out. The safety car is still out. It's not moving away. It's not turned its lights off.
Oh,
so
true, because the guys who
Panda
just
is
pit.
absolutely like drifting. Yeah, it is a godsend to the guys at the back. So good on
Wait,
them.
what?
Oh no, it isn't. What?
That was
It
late.
isn't. And they've just it was late, which is weird.
Oh,
And
what's going on?
Vic
Wait.
is trying to overtake.
And
He's waiting till the
we're
line.
back at racing. Don't overtake
Oh, there's
just
a big
yet.
crash in the back! And
Don't
Panos
overtake.
has had damage, and so has Vero. All that planning, and it's all went horribly wrong.
Oh, and they're going
They
free
have got
wide.
damage.
Forward.
Going free? What is going on? I
That
was
safety
checking
car
what happened at
restart
the
was
back.
so confusing. It came. Oh, and it
It's
extra
because
hardy.
it came late.
Yeah, it was way too late. I
I
think
mean,
it's
they
just
should have
because
been vigilant on that, but still, very late for the drivers, and it caught everyone by surprise.
the two drivers that literally we just saw pit, Panos and Vero, they're back at the pit lane again, joining each other. Oh, and
Yeah,
that's
because
Jax.
they must have got damage.
Yeah, that was. See, this game, man. This game is honestly broken with that type of stuff.
It is on drugs, and there's a move
Marcus!
going on between Salmon and Carson.
Marcus
And Carson's
Senda-
actually got damage. No. I actually think it's Carson. Carson might have damage.
Salmon Pike looking like
He
he's gonna
does
send it
have
on the Ferrari
damage.
driver. Clips the curb a little bit too much, but he needs to give the space to Marcus, who's right on the back of him. He's almost getting pushed, and there was a driver there.
Carson is about to get passed by Old Wine. The damage is not doing him well. Maybe he shouldn't have been playing it boldly against Salmon.
Oh, what's going on? Everyone's looking for the inside move. Who's going for it? Oh, that looks like Salmon Pig looking for it.
Oh, Salmon spun again!
Oh, it's
Salmon
spin.
spun again!
Jordy and Turissimo.
Tiramisu. Tiramisu.
Tiramisu?
It's like tiramisu.
Tiramisu. Okay, tiramisu.
As we see, on my screen I have the battle between Bueno, Ace, and Old Wine.
Alright, I'll go on board with that.
Panos is trying to move on Vero, but as you can see, and he's got past them off screen. On my side, yeah, they had a plan. It was worth it, but that start, oh, that's painful.
That was dreadful. No, it wasn't obviously the driver's fault. It was genuinely just. It looked like.
And whoa, what's going on? There's a battle between I think it was Marcus and Saromi, and they were pushing each other just before the DRS zone, and now Marcus has had a look, but not quite, and Buenos went wide, trying with a battle of Old Wine, and now down to 6th. And Marcus having a peek at Saromi, not very polite, sir. Try and pass him instead.
You can only feel bad for Carson though. He was just a bystander there. He couldn't have done anything about that, and he got damaged for it. So that's unfortunate.
The question I want to know the answer to is, how are the medium runners doing that stayed out? It was a very bold strategy for them to stay out. I think they might make the end of the race.
Yeah, they will make it to the race, but
will they win?
Well, we've got Fick, who's got a penalty. What penalty is it? It's a free, so it wasn't under a safety car, but who knows?
The safety car came at the right time for them. Ace is on the back of XL Hardy.
Yeah, he's gonna have to remember that. Yes, he's on the softs, but he's gonna have to remember that them mediums are already cooked up to their best performance level, so that it's not just gonna be like fresh mediums and fresh softs when the fresh softs just beam past. It means it's gonna be much more of a challenge.
Toweries are doing battle.
Yeah, I can only feel bad for them. They both qualified first and second, I'm pretty sure, actually.
Sorry. Old Wine was leading the race briefly, and then lost it because the free up front.
Wait, has he got damage? Wine? No, he doesn't. I thought he had side plate damage there for a second.
Yeah, it's tough because they're all like the same colour.
Yeah, it's very odd. I couldn't tell. But
soft. Old Wine.
Not putting in the performance that I did think they were going to. I thought it was just going to be a simple. What, a 10 seconds?
Jordy's got a 10-second. What in the world?
Oh, he's just put it in the wall. Wait, has he? Wait, where's that? Where is he?
Yeah, that is weird. But we're on board with Ace and my screen. He's actually going for a move on Hardy. Very bold.
Going down
and they're going to go into turn 4 battling, and he goes on the inside, Ace.
Don't give him the space, he's off the track.
Old Wine. Ace stays in 4th. Or does he? Old Wine's just next to him.
Oh, there's another yellow flag. Who's that?
Yeah, it's Jordy again.
I thought that was
Please
Ace.
Ignore that. Yeah. He will be ghosted though, so it won't be much of it. Yeah, he's sitting there chilling. That's not a place you want to chill. Yeah. It's not a place for cars to show off, like in the golf tournaments.
Marcus and Saromi having a nice little bit of a scrap. Who's going to get the DRS out of them? They're still going.
Oh, what? Saromi was braking very late. Went the outside and had an argy-bargy with Marcus there. No damage done though, but in real life that could be a puncture.
Yeah, absolutely. So
punctures are not very realistic because they should be happening when big wheel contact is made. As Old Wine had a look at Ace, Jordy's retiring. I know because he's sped in the pit lane. There he goes. That's the end of his day.
Yeah, he should have
done
that.
So we're down to 15.
He should have done
and 5 of them won't get any points. Yeah, he should have done that from the get-go.
Yeah, obviously. If you feel like you don't want to continue the race, just stick it in the pits. Obviously, because we don't want another safety car. We have 17 laps to go.
Carson on the outside of Saromi, very bold move. But Saromi keeps 8th place. Lap 40, something you wouldn't even see in Monaco, because 50% it's up to 39.
We can only feel for Carson though.
The yellow flag in Sector 1, just to let you know guys, is Jordy retiring. which it shouldn't be doing, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
that's the game for you. It's
So
called
on to
retiring in a
lap
pit. Alonso did it, duh.
41. Wait, that's actually not a bad call as well. Alonso in the Renault and Alpine is.
Oh, Bueno on the
he's
inside of hold! What on earth? And
What
he's
was
lost
that?
the position. He might lose the position to Marcus as well, who's on the outside.
That was a major
And Marcus
send.
goes wide, and he's pretty much forced wide because of all the space there. And
Who
now
sent
Savomi's
that?
going to get past Marcus.
Who did that? I saw a
I think
Renault.
it was Bueno. Bueno.
Well, good recovery.
It was
spin
not
from,
a Bueno
Alpine.
move. That was a bad joke, combining Spanish and English together.
Well,
So
good
Romy,
move from Wine.
hold on to
Good
7.
recovery from Wine though. You could literally see he did a whole spin, wasn't even half spin, like or a snap. He literally spun.
Whoa! They're moving to the other side. Saromi and Marcus are. The battle is getting very, very intense now.
Softs still aren't doing as I was expecting them to do, so maybe staying out on the mediums, being more into the rubber on the track and having a little bit more speed was the better call for these drivers. But
Oh, they're getting very close now. The leading pack, aren't they?
Yeah,
this
you
is
saw
getting
that there.
exciting. It's more exciting than yesterday because it involves more than 2 cars, and oh my word, it is becoming an absolute slaughterhouse here in PSGL F7.
Absolutely, but no
Heck,
penalties
even the lower
either.
divisions are exciting, like in real football or soccer.
I can tell that the viewers are absolutely gripping the side of their seats right now. Obviously, there's just jam-packed with battles. Obviously, you wouldn't have expected it for this. You would have just expected it to be a.
I'm gonna go on
a
the edge
yawn-type
of my
race.
seat here, just so
Yeah.
that we shuffle along here.
Yeah, before someone
As
does
Bueno
it.
and
Before someone does
Saromi have a
move.
bit of a battle. On my screen, lots of locking up going on. I'm not sure if that's just our game, but
Makes it more
or they
realistic.
really
though.
are locking up.
Makes it more realistic though, because if you lock up, then guy has a better advantage of getting
It goes
past you.
flat tires.
Oh, that looks like Bueno going for it
Old
again.
Wine and Bueno, but Old Wine's still in 5th.
Absolutely scrapping.
I'm
all
kind of
over these.
surprised that Ace hasn't got past the medium runners. They're doing a good job of conserving themselves,
who's
the
that?
medium runners.
At the back, looked like an Alfa Romeo of Marcus did a move on Saromi in the background on the helicopter cam there. Absolutely
Alpha
beautiful
Tauri.
camera.
It's an Alpha Tauri. Oh, Pike has moved to the right. He's been slammed out, and he's got a penalty for multiple warnings. Now that might have to be investigated because he was pushed off, or did he actually go for a move? Morgan sets the fastest lap.
Oh, he's getting Marcus' son beat up on the
Marcus
curb.
gone! And Salmon does some very good evasive action there. That's what they teach in the Air Force.
It looked like Saromi didn't give him the enough
And
room
once
on the
again,
inside.
Marcus is the victim.
Yeah.
And no damage, but he is lost. The only damage he's faced is a lot of time lost. But I was saying Morgan has now set the fastest lap of the race, and the first one
it looks like Hardy.
under a minute.
He was looking for the
Hardy
P1 and 2 started to scrap up.
and Pander
Hardy.
and there's a damage for Hardy. Hardy, who started on pole position, is now going to be passed by Ace for sure, and he's lost it. He's lost it.
Oh, keep all the gravel.
And he's got a penalty for going wide, which I think is a bit harsh. He's lost enough, and he's getting passed by a swarm, and he's gone on the outside. And actually, Saromi and Salmon Pike are a bit peeved off by that.
You can only feel for Hardy. He was just keeping his own race, and the P1 and 2, Fick and Panda were just scrapping out, and then one of them braked, and then Hardy did not expect it. But that's not yellow flag. Who is
Yellow,
that?
that is Vero. Vero will not pay attention much to that because there is still a big battle going on. Hardy has suffered damage. I
Here
think
we
he
go.
has to pit.
Ace's softs look like they're starting to actually improve a lot more. He looks like he's being more aggressive on the soft tires. Is he going to send it down the inside? Yes, he does. But
Great move.
easy peasy for the LR driver.
Bueno, speaking of Mercedes, Bueno is actually very fortunate to be up where he is now. He is currently in 5th. He started at the back. That's very good. Yeah, he did a Perez, sorta.
If he won,
And Panda and Old Wine. Can he win the race? That's sure. Old Wine into 3rd. Now, what is going up? No damage. Is the pace starting to go down?
When did the mediums
Ace.
fully last again? like until they actually died. Was it 20? No,
31,
31.
32 laps they pitted on, I think. Ace challenging the mediums of Fick. This might be the one. On the
He's close
inside.
enough. Is he gonna have
Right
a
past
fight?
him.
Yeah, no fight engaged there between Fick. He just
The
had
two
to yield.
Mercedes are battling, and in fact, Panda has lost a position as well to Salmon, who almost was caught up in a fight
Oh, Carlos
in
and
a
Carson.
spin between Marcus. And
Nothing's
Carson
happened
gets
to
it done.
Trying to get in.
Look at all the
every
close
fight.
battling. In fact, Fick is still battling with Ace, who just overtook him. Now Old Wine's going to be on the charge here with the softs. Got to be very careful here. Got to get the braking zone right, which they do. Oh, it is getting very hot in here, I tell you. And you thought the desert was hot enough.
If Old
not
Wine does what Fick, if he does what Ace does, just wait until the DRS. Exactly what I just said there. He is doing it right there. So this should be a pretty straightforward move. He looks like he's got much more better straight line speed than the Haas driver. So he wants to get all the maximum.
Oh, he's good for
straight
Ace
lines.
as well! On the outside. And this is actually good for Old Wine,
Oh wait, can he do a double?
because if someone makes a mistake, he can take advantage of it.
Come on, Old Wine. Don't do anything. You don't want. Oh, what is that? There's a Ferrari. It's just what?
What in the world?
I
think
don't know if I saw
Cerrone
that. I
might
don't
have
know if I
caused
saw
something
that.
there, and Panda's lost his wing, I think.
I thought I saw a Ferrari go straight on, but I'm not throwing any assumptions.
No,
but
it's
I
just
thought...
my imagination. And
What
oh,
was that?
Cerome's done the right thing and he's let Panda
Fick.
through. That's good sportsmanship.
Fick did it run the outside on Ace.
Oh, he did? Oh my goodness, I did not see
the
that
pace that
there.
just came out of Fick. I was one board from it. His pace just literally looked like he was a rocket ship with the straight line speed. Where was that on the other straight line? Going oh, Ace, he wants to brake a little bit early and avoid tapping into the back of Fick because that's not what you want. He's got the race aligned right now for him to
He's
take
going to have the speed. Fick. Oh, he's pushing him as far as he can without going into illegal territory.
No, no way.
He might do it. Oh, he's... No, he's fine.
He's still
He's going
there.
to get pushed off there.
He's got to give the
Oh, he's
space.
going to get him here.
Got to give the space
Good
also
move.
to Fick. And I
But
think
is that enough?
that's it. But Fick's gonna have the DRS though, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he is. But that gives Sandpike a good
Look
chance
at
for his
how
money.
many people are in this train.
Oh, and Fick has
It's
a
not
penalty,
a-
so... Bueno
It's not a
should-
duel in the desert, it's a massacre in the desert.
Absolutely.
Okay, maybe not massacre, melee. Oh, and Pike gives us a nudge. Don't tap it. Wait.
Don't tap it. Don't tap it.
Well, we're gonna get age restricted by Egypt.
Don't tap it.
Yeah, don't tap anyone. It's not very polite in terms of Formula One.
Exactly. You,
But Old
you
Wine,
tap someone's
is
rear.
this for the win?
It is because they both don't have any penalties, so it's just gonna be a scrap between them. So,
But
oh, and it looks
Ace
like
holds
Fick.
on. Oh!
Oh,
Fick's
no,
still
Ace-
No! Ace has made a mistake, and he's lost 3 positions.
Salmon Pike.
And now Salmon's going into the move. Salmon, and he nearly loses it, but keeps it together. But they're passed back by Ace. But Salmon's still in 4th position. This is getting ridiculously mad. It's like Funhouse with Pat
Ace
Sharp,
Ace is
but
got.
without the mullet.
I genuinely thought Ace was going to lose it there, but Fick now onto 6 seconds added to his time. So what Ace needs to do is just get easy work out of Fick and get right up to Old Win, because that is going to be where the battle is for the win. So, oh, and Salmon
If
Pike's
you
got
wanted a
penalty as well.
season opener, you've got a season opener.
Absolutely, the drivers are trying to pull out the best result to show what they're capable of for the remainder of the season, and just already you can see that Old Wine and Ace are already looking like the highlights of the season. Also, I don't want to mess up the other drivers like the
I wonder where I've
AlphaTauris.
seen this move. Ass and ass. 2 asses.
Let's go get
German. Do you know what German for ace is?
What?
Ass.
Is that
It's
actually-
literally ass. Yes. If you watch a YouTube video done it. Oh, Simon Pike's got into third again. If you watch a YouTube video, it's called in
Ace.
Wii Sports, and someone gets a hole in one in German. It is ass. But Salmon and Ace are
He's
still
going
doing
wide.
battle, and in fact, Salmon's went wide.
7 lap dash now for the soft runners, but looks like Salmon Pig having a little bit of a collision with Bueno, but all Bueno needs to do, stick in the DRS, and he could secure himself on a podium, Logan. But he doesn't want to do any sends that'll give him damage or risk him for just a whole race. But it looks like Salmon Pig and Stromy both having a scrap, both of them wheel banging each
Good
other.
move.
Salmon Pig. Oh, and what's Bueno doing? He almost pushed Stromy into the pit lane there, saying, "You get in the pits."
Yeah, gotta be
Oh, it's a
careful.
free
We don't
wide.
want that ending.
And they're
Oh
still
my
wheel
word!
banging. What is going on? I need a better camera angle, please, game, please. Oh, and the Mercedes getting squeezed. What is going on? It's just a scrap everywhere between these drivers. This is just for a podium. Because of the penalties that
Vic
are
has 6 seconds of penalties, so he's pretty much out of it, unless someone gets like a 6-second gap.
But Ace needs to get past Vic and then get past Old Wine in 6 lap dash. So this almost reminds you of that real F1 race between this. Just one little mistake that Ace did is not costing them the win yet, but he's still got tons more time to catch up and potentially take the win. But if he doesn't, it's going to be Old Wine with the absolute masterclass of, well, he did stick on the soft, same as the rest of the drivers, but Vic, 20 laps on the medium, so around about 33 laps he could last on them, and then he'll either have to just conserve his tires and avoid it. But that
And
is
there's the yellow
zero.
flag. Zero has went off as the two Mercedes are now doing the battle. It's just like 2014 again.
No team orders for these boys right now. Just
You
tell
are
it from there.
race.
You're free to race. But absolutely what you said there earlier, Logan. If they wanted a way to kickstart the season and everyone just push to their fullest potential, this shows you it right here. Because this track just shows that the dedication for these drivers, that it's 100% racing, and they're beasting through it right now, giving it their best they can ever do. But can Ace catch up to Old Wine in time? Because he's getting the DRS off of Fick, but is it enough? Because we're stuck in the telemetry as it's near the end now, so 21% for
And Zero has
Old
retired
Wine.
in the pits.
So
It's just not been his day.
So it looks like it's going to be one Ferrari crossing the line for tonight's
I'll
race.
tell you what, Delta.
Mhm.
This has become more of a NASCAR race than an F1 race. All bunched up together around this fast track. It's just,
Oh, yeah, just like a
akin
little
to
loop.
NASCAR.
Yeah. Like just DRS slips from each other. Cause that's literally what NASCAR is. It's just
I
a
watch
constant...
a friend of mine. Yeah, I watch a friend of mine during NASCAR racing on iRacing, like at 1 o'clock at night. Of course, he's American.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
I'm used to
that's
watching
actually a
that.
very valid point. You've just reminded me of that. Like, yeah, absolutely. It's almost like NASCAR with the well, it's not obviously not a loop as you can see on the track map, but you guys will probably get what I mean. It's basically just a constant loop, continuous loops, nothing too different. It's all just the same, and it's mostly just streets as well. But you do have some of them tricky corners, like the little bits at turn 1, but we're not going to call it turn 1
But
and
the
2. Just call
thing
it
you
fully
don't
turn
know
1.
about ovals is that all the cars, all the ovals look different as Salmon is trying to move on Saromi as one of the cars comes
Brakes
in.
late. They're ghosting.
Oh, he pushes him.
Yeah, they ghosted there, which was good. That could have given them major wing damage if they didn't ghost, but
Well, Salmon goes very wide there. Not too wide though to get a penalty. Oh, Breno's spun off at turn number 4.
oh, and he was in
Oh,
contention
what
for
a
the podium as
shame.
well because of the other drivers in penalties. So how is it gonna come through now for the podium? Well, P1 and 2 might just be Old Wine and Ace, unless it just drastically
It will
changes.
probably be Tiramisu because Vic has 6 seconds.
So yeah, we might have a double Williams on the podium, and that'd be a great way to start off the season for them.
All the Old Wine needs to do is just keep it together.
He's got 11%
No
ERS
silly
over
business.
Fix on 3 and Ace is on 13 to 14. So yeah, well, it's almost impossible to save the ERS round here because you're just using it all the time on the straights without even tapping overtake. It'll just use it automatically. So you're not getting enough time for them heavy braking zones to regain it back. You only get it back throughout the safety car.
Yeah. The thing I hate about the Williams is that the MFD is not attached to the wheel.
Yeah, it's just like a little sat-nav kind of pod that's on
It's
the front of the
after 50 miles, turn left.
thing. Yeah, that's how they do their racing lines during the qualifying. They get a little sat-nav telling them.
Ace is tired of ass holding him up.
The Williams
He
does have
wants
a
to
nice
get
wheel,
through.
just obviously just maybe if you take off the little pods on the front bit and put it on the wheel, then
He's gonna get
they'll
past
know.
that ass.
Slap
Surely this is the one.
56. Here we go. It's
2
time.
laps to go.
Gaining on old, but the more
He's
that
got the speed on the outside, but Vic is pushing him, but he's
he's gonna
still
have that
side by
minimum
side.
traction, Fick's gonna have that better traction.
Oh! Oh, it is off! Asta spun around! And in fact, he's reset to the track because he went out of bounds. So that's not a penalty, because... But
Oh, he's got a salmon
Sarami!
pipe! Salmon Pike just sent it on Ace.
For Sarami there, but Salmon Pike with an absolute send, and he needs that send because he has a penalty.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure if he's going to catch Old Wine though. Has Old Wine done enough?
Oh, that's actually true as well. So this is for Salmon Pike's podium. So if wait, so 4.4.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, it'll be just be. But here we go through the last lap of F7. If you guys have been tuning in, it's been an absolute
Ace
cracker
going
of
to
a
go
start.
for the move.
But
He's got
Ace-
the inside line and the speed.
But is Salmon
Got
going to scrap it out more? But here we go, 1.6 seconds, 1.7 seconds. I don't know, Logan. I don't think Ace is going to be able to
I
catch
think
up
they're
in
going
time.
to get it.
Unless Old Wine somehow gets a penalty. Somehow. Old Wine could get a penalty.
He's
but
going to be keeping it hard, keeping it on the track. He's not going to be doing anything stupid.
Absolutely.
Or anything happen in the final section.
Let's see. Obviously the tension is here. That's why we're fluent silent, because we're just hoping that something just unbelievable cracks off. But it doesn't look like anything bad is going to happen to Old Win as he wins. He's getting ready to cross the line, and he's going to win round 1 of the F7 division. Followed through with Ace getting P2, and then
Tiramisu gets third.
Tiramisu getting third.
After the penalties were applied, so well done to him. Thick Ass Boy falls down to 9th, and yeah, that's where he will be. And I think Marcus has just done enough to get the point. Yes, he has.
But, there you go, guys.
So,
there's the kickstart to the season that we wanted.
I think I'm gonna have a drink of 100-year-old wine tonight to celebrate.
Yeah, don't get the champagne out, get the good vintage quality wine
Salmon
out.
Pike driver of the day after having a horrible start and finishing I can't actually remember where he finished. Here come the drivers on the podium now.
But it's a double Williams. We've never heard that before since the old 90s days for the old Williams. But yeah, the Williams.
No, we had a Williams podium. Well, it wasn't double Williams to be fair. We had Williams podiums in 2014, 2015.
Yeah, but we've got a double Williams and a Renault. So, nothing much you can really complain about there. But congratulations to the top 3. Logan, should we do interviews, or do you reckon that we should?
Absolutely. Let's see if we can get them on.
Yeah. So I'll let you read out from everyone on the race results.
Old Wine wins the race. He had a 2-stop as well, I should say. Ace second, Tiramisu third. From 13th, Ace from 11th,
Jeez.
Salmon Pike 4th from 17th in the grid, and that's something to be proud of. 8th to 5th for Saromi, 1 position down for Panda, but 13 up for Bueno. I think that it would be
Bueno
my
would have been
driver
on
of
the
the day
podium,
if he didn't
yeah.
make a mistake. He would probably
Yeah,
finish
then-
like 4th or something. He would have got driver of the day, but I'm not sure who to give it to. Carlos in 8th from 18th. Fick remains 9th as he started. Marcus had a bad day at the office from 2nd to 10th. And did Hardy, who did not score, despite him getting the pole and the fastest lap by miles.
Absolutely.
It's not really good for Hardy, unfortunately. And the driver, I can't remember his name, I think it was Vero, who finished 6 laps
Zero.
down, is still classified because he completed 90%, apparently.
Yeah. But I'll try add the drivers into the interview, then we can get them in and call it a wrap. Just to get them in, but if they don't join, it's completely. But if they can join, if you guys are watching the stream, if you can join the lobby, and then we can you guys are not the lobby, the comments box. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So if you guys want to check out more races
And here
on
is
PSGL,
Tiramisu. Well, congratulations on your podium.
yeah, I'll ask him the interviews real quick. We'll just wait a quick minute. But Turismo or Tiramisu, is your audio on allow so we can hear you on the stream? Alright, well, I'll give you a quick interview. So you finished P3, so run us through how you're qualifying and then for how you just felt in general for the race. How did you feel? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you and your teammate did very well this race, but I'll ask you another question. So, well, how are you feeling confident now that you and your teammate have got a 1-3 secured in the bag? Do you feel like we could see any more potential results like that for the team? Yeah, and one more question, and then we will call it wrap, as I don't think any more drivers will be joining for the interviews. But for next race, we are at the Singaporean Grand Prix. How do you feel there? Do you feel like you've got the confidence and the pace to do a kind of similar result? Obviously, Bahrain short is not a Singapore. Singapore can bring in mixed conditions and just all sorts of action-packed stuff. So, how do you feel for there? Do you feel like you've got any confidence going into that race like you have tonight? Yeah. Well, congratulations on you and your teammate getting first and third. And have you got any more questions for the podium driver Logan, or is that a wrap?
I don't think so. It must have been very intense, though. I must say. You just seen all the fighting going on. It was unpredictable, and I thought if it got any like more fierce, there would be a lot of crashes. But thankfully, we only had I think like one or two. Mm. Yeah, I
Oh,
think the safety
congrats.
car helps those who started on the mediums, but I remember the safety car coming in like at the finish straight, just before the finish line, was ridiculous. I don't know why it did that. I'm just watching the F1 race now. The safety cars just come in, and it was not even before the final corner, or before the straight running to the final corner. It's very unusual.
Well, congratulations. Obviously, that has been me. I think we're gonna call it a wrap. But that has been me, LR Delta, your main commentator, and my fill-in co-commentator. Obviously, it's been great to have you in the commentary box with me, Logan. And we will see you
No
guys
problem.
for next week at Singapore. So tune in. Make sure you guys are subscribed and the notification bell is on. And we will see you at next week for Formula 7 at the Singapore Grand Prix. Goodbye.